is known for its beauty, its romance, its secrets. But what if I told you one of the most famous places to take a stroll? It's the cemetery. Tucked away in the 20th arrondissement de Paris, under the ancient trees, lies one of the most mysterious cemeteries in the world, Père Lachaise. It's a place of eternal rest for more than 1 million souls, but some say not all of them are resting. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to a very special place, one of my favorite places in all of Paris, and it's the cemetery of Père Lachaise. This cemetery is one of the most famous of the whole world, and it receives so many visits each year because it's not only just a cemetery, it's a beautiful park outside of the noises of the city. It's quite romantic also. And actually, Père Lachaise wasn't that famous at the beginning. All the corpses, people were buried actually in the main cemetery of Paris, Les Halles, where right now it's the center where Châtelet is. And a lot of people don't know that that was the main cemetery. But contrary to what people usually believe, that it was moved to the underground because of the Black Plague, no, it actually was moved until the 17th century, and the Black Plague was way before. Problem was that, too much people, and one of the horrible situations that could happen happened. So in one of the storms and the floods, corpses were coming out. Yeah, quite zombie-esque. It was definitely a danger for public health, so the government decided that it was best to put it all underground. And this is how the catacombs are, born today. But this is not about the catacombs. This is about Père Lachaise. This cemetery was a little bit more outside of Paris, and not a lot of people like to go there. It was mostly for not the wealthy ones. So there was a really important marketing campaign, and the government decided to move to Père Lachaise the bodies of Molière, Montaigne, Eloise, and Abelard, if I recall correctly their names. And these are one of the most important celebrities, historic people in French culture. So it was from here that people started to come to Père Lachaise and wanting to get buried there. So we will walk around there. I'm gonna try my best to show you, and I don't know, maybe we will tell some spooky stories and we'll be able to see something, who knows, feel something. I don't know what you believe in, but hopefully we can keep an open mind on everything. And if you are just here to explore the cemetery, it will be great. And if you're here to find something interesting or feel something interesting, tag along, because maybe we will feel something. So, on y va! As always, a little outfit check. I thought it was quite fitting for today. I met with my friend who looked delightful. I mean, we were both ready for this trip. And I would say that the ambient isn't heavy at all. On the contrary, you feel so much peace, so much tranquility just by walking by. Père Lachaise is home to legends, from Jim Morrison to Edith Piaf, Oscar Wilde, Chopin, and many more. But some fans who have visited Jim Morrison's grave say the air feels a bit heavy sometimes, with some of them claiming to hear faint music, others seeing a figure in black leather approaching, but when they turn, there's actually nobody. And there's an actual claim of a picture, this one, where the owner says you can see the figure of Jim Morrison in the background, a little bit blurred. It has been debated. Some say clearly photoshopped. Others were just saying that there's no proof that the photo was it called, like, touched? So maybe, if you want to believe, he's still around playing and just seeing how much his fans still come to visit him. In 1871, the final moments of the Paris Commune had a very tragic and violent situation right here. 147 communards were executed against the walls of one of the cemeteries. Visitors walking nearby during dusk hours have said to hear the faint and distant sounds of footsteps following them near the wall, even claim to hear whispers in old Parisian slang, words no one speaks anymore.
She looks so loving. I wonder what it is. Is it like... Is he supposed to be dead?
No, perhaps. Because he doesn't... I mean, he kind of... Oh, he does have a
He
face
does.
when you get closer.
So I'm not sure.
But it also looks like a woman.
Ah. I don't know, it just looks so beautiful.
Now, Victor Noir was a journalist who died in combat. Well, not combat, like in a duel, at the age of 22. But on his tomb, you can see a statue of him where the artist decided to give him a quite detailed anatomy of his body, and people just decided to make it a fertility situation. So you can see pictures like these and these where women usually rub against that part of his body in the statue. I don't know what he would think of that, but maybe he will like that. I don't know. But it was quite a thing, and you can see how even that part of the statue is gold, because you know how much people touch it. And when the people do that, some have said to have heard someone whispering in their ear. So imagine if it's him and he's just there like, hey little sexy mama, let me whisper in your ear. No. But I mean, you were the one going there and you were the one doing stuff. The next one is actually, well, very common because it makes sense. I mean, Père Lachaise has been kinda this labyrinth because it's hard to find an exit, hard to find the start. It's a maze of tombs and beautiful statues and architecture, and people have said to get lost very easily. Their internet doesn't work, you can't find exactly what you were looking for. So some attribute also to this mystery of the cemetery. Also, people claim to have seen a figure with a top hat and a suit walking around the cemetery, and I have never seen it, but I have seen a man with a beard and a suit, no top hat, and he was like sitting in one of the graves. I found that disrespectful if he was just a normal man. But I told my sister and she also saw him, so definitely a man. I just don't think it's respectful for people to sit on graves But what if he wasn't?
If you are in Paris, I totally recommend you to take a stroll in this beautiful cemetery. Watch the architecture, the tombs. They are just gorgeous. You can see all these faded details of the oldest tombs. I don't know, it's really, really, really beautiful. I mean, even look at this one. The face, kind of where the shadow lies, seem like a skull. And obviously, we can't forget the tomb of Allan Kardec, the father of Spiritism. So, for those who know, it's actually a very, very interesting, I would say, science. And the owner, well, the father of it, the founder, was a doctor who turned spiritist. So definitely check it out when you are here. You can also have Oscar Wilde and see the things people have tried to do to stop the tomb from being painted or giving kisses, but it won't stop it from people to just keep kissing the glass window. I don't know what you feel about that. I kind of like it. I mean, as long as it's constantly being taken care of, it's fine. Even the background with the beautiful blue sky on the... That looks so beautiful. Wow. The cemetery is also home to various animals, including crows. Those are the ones you will most likely always find when you come to the cemetery. It adds to that vibe. I love them so much. Cats, a lot of cats also roam around the cemetery. Don't get full, they get food, so they're quite chunky. And some say you can even see foxes. That I haven't seen, sadly. I wish I could had seen them, but not yet. Now we reach the grave of Etienne Gaspard Robertson, and you might notice the macabre in all of his tomb and the words phantasmagorie. He was also a scientist, and don't be fooled, he was actually some sort of magician, but also he included these really, really interesting techniques to create the illusion of ghosts and demons, and that's why you will find it in his tomb, this particular style. And ending at the grave of Eloise and Abelard, it's basically their Romeo and Juliet, although I don't believe it's a romantic story if you hear it now with modern eyes, I guess, and a modern context. He was a teacher, quite old, and Eloise was a teenager, very, very young, and they fell in love. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but anyway, it's supposed to be very romantic. We decided to finish the day with some drinks and a tarot card reading next in one of the restaurants next to the cemetery. I also recommend that. It's very refreshing, very nice, and it can let you just take in all of what you just saw. Yeah, I really, really love this type of days.
Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Père Lachaise will always remain like this attractive, mysterious place for people to go and discover reminders of other times and people who used to be just like you and me, and now they are resting peacefully or not among each other. Thanks so much for joining me, for watching around, and if you want to see more of these videos, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel to see more of them. If you want to see haunted things, haunted situations, we can also do that and talk more about ghosts and spirits and all these situations, because I love it. I feel very connected to that, and I would love to tell you more about it and my experiences, my friends' experiences. I think it will be really, really fun. So please comment if you want to see some sort of that content. Will you visit Père Lachaise in the dark? I think it's not possible. I would love to, but let me know what you think. A bientôt!